Hi friends, MD Vegan. Curd is one of my favorite breakfasts with fruit, for example, fruit curd. Today I make a banana curd with red currants. Red currants, that's a story from my grandma. She had red currants, white currants and black currants in the garden, and you could walk through a gate. Yeah, usually just a metal case. Yeah, you could walk through it. There was the path from the street to the garden, through the garden to the house on the hilltop, and you always had to go through this arch, you know. And in summertime, they are full of red, black and white red currants, and that was really amazing. Yeah, they are so delicious. The red currants are sour, super high in vitamin C, and red currants in July, August, they are really in season, very inexpensive, and you know, you can eat them right from the risp here, from the little twigs. Yeah, you can eat them right like that, and maybe you get a little bit used to it. When you grow up with these things, of course, you don't care. They are sour, but it doesn't matter. You like it anyway. Yeah? There's so much more than the acidity in there. All this beautiful color. You know, they are like tiny little balls. They're so funny to watch, and they pop open, and liquid comes out, and the seeds crunchy. There's so much going on with these things for little kids. You know, that is just amazing. These little fruit. I loved it. There were many berries in the garden of my grandma. I always come back to that. Yeah. Because the red currants are very special for memory for me. You have to wait until they came, you know, they grew, so you could watch them. You walk through that little gate, and then they were there, you know. But they're a little bit sour, so I make a curd with cashews, bananas, and sesame seeds. That has to be a sweet curd, of course. And I want to combine the red currants with bananas. They are not only the curd is made with bananas, also in the curd, then I put some fruit. That is what I call a fruit curd. I make a sweet curd, and then put some fruits in there. And you can always decide what kind of, you can pick what kind of fruits you would put in there. Today it's banana and red currants, because first I love this banana curd. Yeah, put the banana in curd and I'm happy. Really, banana and curd, nothing better. And also, then you put the red currant to the banana into the curd, and you have a double effect. Not only is the sweetness of the sour flavor of these red currants so nicely balanced with the curd and the bananas, also the sour flavor of the red currants also enhances all these different flavors in the banana. The banana is not just a sweet and soft fruit. No, it's much more. There are seeds in there. The peel is tart and up to bitter, and all these different flavors are also contained in the banana. Usually you don't notice because it's so sweet and so full of fiber. And it is so nice. And there is this substance in the banana that makes the brain happy. Serotonin, that is an enzyme, I think it is something, a transmitter, a protein. I don't know exactly what it is. It may be protein that makes us happy. The brain produces that, and then we begin to smile and feel happy, enthusiastic. And bananas do the same. They have the same thing. That's why it's true that bananas make us happy. So there are many reasons why we don't really pay attention to all the different flavors in the banana, because they're exciting, of course. But when you put something sour with a banana, lemon I usually take, but red currants are also pretty sour, then the banana unfolds their flavor. So I'll try that today with the red currants. I looked up in my video channel. I can punch in a name for a recipe with the ingredients, like red currant, for example. And then I find all the recipes where red currants are in the title. I didn't find anything with banana curd and red currants, so I do it today. And I do the curd in a usual way. I made that in recent days, weeks. I have some curd recipes. Yeah, it's a fake curd without fermentation. Very easy to make. I have here cashews. That's not a cup, a small cup, maybe a tiny cup. 2 small bananas. Yeah. And I found that sesame seeds or tahini, what you like, what you have at hand, 2 tablespoons or so, they make a very nice texture and flavor when it comes to curd. Curd usually is fermented. That has a complex flavor then. The bacteria that do the fermentation, that break down the sugars, and so these bacteria, they add a lot of variety to the fermented products. Yeah, they have a very complex flavor, usually a little bit sour, and then a variety of different flavors you can't really control. You don't know what kind of bacteria you use. In the fermentation, usually fruit and vegetables are fermented by their own bacteria. You come from the garden, and every piece of fruit you have has a different kind of a bacteria on it, usually, at different cultures and so on. Fermentation is always different. So that means the complexity of the fermentation is high, relatively. And the sesame seeds, they also have earth tones. They are pretty warming and complex. Many flavors are comprised in the earth flavors, and that makes it complex, and that makes it similar to the curd flavor a little bit. Together, of course, with lemon. Yeah, you need to have something sour because fermented food is always sour. That's what happens. Yeah, they build a little milk acid. It's called. I don't know what it's called in English. In Germany, we say milk acid. It's nothing to do with milk. It's just the acid, and I imitate this with a little bit of lemon. And I have some dates here to balance the lemon again. Half a large lemon. 4 small dates, pitted, and I have to do 2 blendings. First with a little bit of water only, just to begin, and then a second blending, half a cup water first to begin, and then I see if I need more. Curd should not be too runny. Blend your dance. The first blending is just to break the main ingredients down. Sesame seeds here in the first place, and the cashews too. And now, when they're broken down for the first time, they will begin to soak very fast now in this blender. So I can wait some. That tastes nice. For the curd is important, for the texture of the curd is important to have banana, cashews, and sesame seeds in this case, because curd is a little bit firm, and bananas have this high fiber content. Both sesame seeds and bananas and cashews have also a lot of fiber. So these fiber things, fiber is definitely, I think, the most important aspect in food when it comes to texture. You want to create textures. Curd is very specific with the texture. Then it comes to use fiber, different fiber. Every fruit, every plant has its own fiber, very characteristic. Fiber is very like a fingerprint for a plant, I guess. I don't know. That's maybe don't take me literally that. But every plant has a different fiber, and that is the difference from other foods and not plants. Fiber is only in plants. So that's what we should eat. Fiber is so important. Let me taste it now. Oh, it tastes perfectly like curd. As I said, I will soak a little bit. The texture is okay. I will not use more water, I think. It's really a curd flavor here. Wow, I'm surprised. It's perfect. Well, you're gonna try that. Yeah, now I will wait for a while, and while I do that, I put the bananas and the red currants into my salad bowl, or my curd bowl, here. Pretty much the same amount. They go in there together. And this beautiful red-white color harmony, right? Isn't that beautiful? And it's also important, I always look at the colors. If my food doesn't look beautiful, I eat it anyway, of course. I won't throw it away, but that's not so much fun, you know? I want to look at the food, and I want to really have, I would like to look at it. Yes, beautiful. My eyes say yes, you know? And if I say, that color, I don't like that color, that is no fun. So color is very important, and we know colors are very important nutrients. They're called phytonutrients. Flavors, colors, fragrances, textures, all these things are plant nutrients. nutrients only made by plants. Same as the fiber, only made by plants. So fibers and phytonutrients are only in plants are super important for us. We learned that only step by step. Before veganism was the big thing, global movement, 2014 it began, the people didn't know so much about fiber and phytonutrients. More and more research is clear about that. Now we know some phytonutrients, like colors, are as important as vitamins. That's totally new knowledge. So, and the colors, yeah, the phytonutrients, they can be very important, and that people often, the doctors also say, eat your rainbow, because they refer to the colors. We should have all colors in our food. Yeah. So I will do that now one more time, blend one more time, I guess, then I can combine the curd and the fruit. Yeah, that looks nice. Make a little difference if you blend it a little bit longer. The texture of the fiber transforms a little bit. It's really nice. Fiber can make these nice transformations, and something new is created. Yeah, it's very nice. So what I do now before I put the curd onto the fruit, I take some of the red currants out. I wanted to do that here. Just some, to save it for decoration. I'll put it on top. Yeah. I'll show you the curd on my fruit. And that's what I would call a perfect breakfast. It's so light. You have nuts in there, seeds in there. That means protein and fat, both. And you have carbohydrates from the fruit, maybe mostly. And then you have pretty much everything you need from the macronutrients, you know. Because everything we eat, I see it again and again, but very simple and basic information. Everything we eat, every calorie we eat, yeah. Usually the energy is counted in calories. Yeah. How much energy comes out of the food when you burn it, when you digest it. That's called energy, that's calories. So, every calorie we eat is made up of of carbohydrates, sugar and starches and so, and protein and fat. These three macronutrients is all we eat. And the micronutrients, the vitamins, the phytonutrients, and these kind of things, they are a different story. We need them too, but of course we have balanced the macronutrients. We're pretty good, and then the food tastes complete. Yeah, in one aspect, complete. You toss it now. Looks beautiful. Love these curds, these fruit curds. I put it into a glass. Oops, where's my glass? Well, it's in a small glass today. Forgot my big glass. Doesn't matter. Then you can see what I mean. Show it to you like this. Small glass and a little decoration on top. Oops, is my breakfast. See? I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, subscribe Emily Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.